Mimi. So, Christmas has passed and I just got this in the mail, so I figured we would do a little unboxing together and then plan for 2021. So let's do it. So this was actually my main Christmas present from my father. I had asked this for Christmas because I did need a new bujo, and I figured might as well ask for a wonderful Archer and Olive notebook. If you guys don't actually know this brand, please, 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 please go check out this amazing small business. It is a woman-owned business, and they're just known for their amazing notebooks, and I'm so thankful I get to use one this year for 2021. Unfortunately, the box did come a little bit tattered, but the notebook is in great condition. So here we have the beautiful Blue Sparrow 160 dot grid pages notebook. For those of you who don't know, my favorite color is indeed blue, and I do love birds, so whenever I saw that this one was in stock, I was so happy. Yeah, this is going to be my bullet journal for 2021. I'm so excited. I will be sure to leave Archer and Olive's website link as well as their Instagram link in the description down below so that you can go and check out their products, and I strongly encourage you guys to go and get a notebook from them. They're a little bit on the pricey side for a student like me, but it is so incredibly worth it. Just making this whole video, I was like, wow, it is actually so fun to draw on this paper. Stationery nerds, am I right? But yeah, I totally recommend it. I just love how soft and how much the paper can take. So definitely a 10 out of 10 for that. But yeah, here is the introduction page of everything. I'm kind of like welcoming 2021, and I'm setting my goals right beside that so that whenever I flip open my notebook, I can see those and remind myself these are my goals for 2021, and let's try to achieve them. Now, for the theme of this setup, I kind of wanted to go with blobs and squiggles, if that makes any sense. So basically, I've seen this type of style around a lot lately, and I honestly am so in love with it. So I tried my best to recreate it, and it's kind of like this abstract blob with like some squiggly lines and dots and whatnot, and I really actually like how everything turned out. So 10 out of 10 for that, and the colors that I am using is a blue Mildliner along with a green Milkliner and a pink Milkliner and the dark brown Crayola super tip. Then on the side, you guys can also see the assortment of microns that I am also using, just to get different line variations and thicknesses, or like the thickest one, like the brush one, in order to fill in big spaces if I need to. And then of course on the left hand side, you can see my lovely, amazing kneaded eraser that I've used throughout a whole bunch of videos on my channel so far. Definitely useful for no eraser shavings, so we love that. The goals that I'm setting this year are based around myself, my social life, my school life, and any other things that I would like. I did not write my goals on camera just for personal reasons, but I did fill it in later on. Next is my year at a glance, as well as a quote page. Again, kept it very simple, but I think this is one of my favorite spreads that I've made throughout this whole video. It just feels like a coloring page, if that makes any sense. It looks so fun, and you'll see once I start coloring it in. But yeah, for my year at a glance, it's basically at every end of the month, I give the month a review, I suppose. So like whether it was good, bad, okay, and all that depends on my mood trackers. So if I was mostly happy throughout the month, then it would be a good month. If I was like during the whole month, it would be an okay month. If it was a mix of everything, then it would also be an okay month. And if I was just sad the whole time, then it would be a bad month. So on the farthest left-hand side column, I just have all the months. And then the one on the right of it will be the good, bad, or whatever, the rating of the month. And then in the farthest left-hand side column, I want to write my favorite memory of every single month, just so that in the future I can look back and see what I did and appreciated that month. And then the quote that I am writing on the side is a little fancy motivational quote that I thought would keep me going during the year. And it is just to remind myself that I will never win if I don't fight. So I need to continue to persevere and do my best. It's also a reminder to believe in your own strength and that you are stronger than you think. And I think that's really nice. Next is a new type of spread that I did not include in my last year's spread because I wasn't doing YouTube, but these two spreads are focused on my YouTube channel. So right now I'm writing out content planner, and I just wanted to have a visual of like all the 52 videos that I am planning to do this year. I hope to have weekly uploads all year, because if so, I think that would be really, really cool. But that is my plan. So basically I just divided all the sections by all the weeks and the months. So where the pink lines are is where I'm going to be writing the month. And then under that, there's like either 4 or 5 lines for all the weeks of that month. And then in those weeks, I'll be writing out just like the titles of the videos that I wish to upload and all that stuff. This spread will just help me keep track of all the videos that I need to make and record, and overall stay a lot more organized. And then on the right, I am writing out a little section for my growth. So at the end of every single month, I'm going to be writing the amount of subscribers that I have, just so I can see how well my videos are doing and how well my channel is doing. But again, YouTube is mainly a hobby and I'm not really trying to get anything out of it. But I thought it would be fun to keep track of how many people are following me along on my journey. And then under that, I also wrote comment highlights. I think that it's just really important to focus on the good comments. So far, all of you guys have been so incredibly nice to me, and I'm so grateful for that. Oh my god, you guys are so amazing. I've never have gotten even a dislike or a hate comment, so thank you so much. It seriously means so much to me that you guys genuinely just like, you know, if you don't like something, then you just don't comment on it. Anyway, so yeah, I put a comment highlight section just so I could write down my favorite comments or just overall positive comments that really made me feel happy during the year. Next is my reading tracker, and this year my goal is to read 16 books. So it's about a book and a third per month, which is doable, but this year last year in 2020, I only read 14 books, which is a lot more than what I usually read. But this year I decided to put it to 16 just to challenge myself a little bit. In 2020, I feel like I was able to read a lot more than what I usually do because of quarantine. So just to keep myself busy, I was catching up on stories that I used to read a lot, like the Percy Jackson series, which is coming to Disney Plus very soon, which I'm so excited for. But yeah. Basically, this year I'm planning to read 16 books, and I really hope that I get to do that. So I just drew some little shelves with some little decor, like a plant and a candle, and a bunch of books stacked up on one another, etc., in order to write in the titles of the books that I finished during the year. And then on top of that, beside it, wherever, I'm going to write the date that I finished the book, just so I can kind of have like a mental track of like which books I read each month. I honestly had so much fun making like this bookshelf type of spread, and I can't wait to draw this again, maybe for a theme. And then beside it is my expenses tracker. Again, in 2020, I barely spent anything because, well, quarantine. So I didn't really go out much, but then again, I never really go out much in the first place. But my plan in 2021, if it's safe, of course, with COVID, I plan to be more social and go out more and just overall let myself have fun instead of, just being introverted all the time. But yeah, this is my expenses tracker. In the little circles, I'm going to be putting the date of my expenses, and then beside that, I'll be putting the price of my expenses, and then after that, the reason why I bought it, or if I just had a fun day, or, little memory type of section, just so I can state why I spent that day. Next is my grid spacing cheat sheet. Again, this was inspired by Amanda Rachel Lee, and I think it's actually a very useful spread to have. Basically, you just get to use the spread as you go on during the year in order to kind of more easily space out your spreads so that you don't have to recount everything every single time. And yeah, it's just an overall very useful spread. So if you are starting bullet journaling this year, I definitely recommend that you include this in your bullet journal, just because it'll make your process much easier and way faster as well. And then the quote on the right-hand side kind of represents 2020. I think we all tried to do this at some point during the year, and the quote says, "Walk through hell with a smile." So I just thought that this one was a really fun one. It just reminds us that even if the world has kind of turned on us, then we just have to smile through it and know that it'll pass. And here is the final flip through of my 2021 planning and goals and overall spreads that I'll be using this year. I hope you guys could take some inspiration off of the spreads that I've done for your own bullet journals this year, and I wish you guys an amazing year and good health and happiness. And I truly hope that this year is your best year ever. And yeah, I'll see you guys next week for my January plan with me. Bye guys!